Right, I'm going to show you using StarBoard software how to do the following things. How to insert an image, how to use the screen shade, how to make some labels to move around, and how to add a link. Now, compared to other versions of software, there are some differences here, so might explain some extra bits as I go along just to make the process a bit more easy. First things first, adding an image. Now, I'm going to add a new page. If I click here, it's going to progress to the next page. If I click on the last page, then I can click here and it will give me a new page. If you want to get rid of this or any of this, click on the X and it vanishes. And this here you can actually get rid of by unticking the status indicator and it goes away, which gives you more space on the screen. The StarBoard is connected will appear all the time because of course I'm not plugged into a SmartBoard at the moment. That vanishes when you're plugged in. So this is your toolbar. This is always floating above where you're working, so I'm just going to move that out of the way over here. So, inserting an image. So first things first, we need to go online and get an image. Here is some images. I've once again Googled trees. I'm going to click all the way through, clicking here, clicking on view image. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's going to give you the best resolution image. You right click, click copy image, and then we go back to our StarBoard software, and then we left click and then click paste. Now that's different from what you might be used to, but you left click. Then it places it on the screen. You can move it around, resize it however you want, and you're done. Now, using a screen shade, because this is what the example I was talking about, you might want to cover this up and slowly reveal parts of it. Now, the screen shade is not initially in an easy to find place. You have to click on menu, click on tools, click on accessories, and there is the screen shade. It's actually called the screen block. Now you can keep doing that every time, that's your choice, but if you want to add this to your little toolbar, if you click on it and hold and then drag it, it will let you place it on the toolbar so you can turn it on and off. Because unlike other screen shades, when I turn it on, it covers the entire screen. It's just a big square that you can move anywhere on the screen, but it's just one big square. You can't save where this goes. It's either on or off for all the slides. In fact, the whole computer. So that's how you would use the screen shade. You can move it around. You can reveal things slowly. You notice you can see through it slightly. You can, with some settings, change the opacity to make it a bit darker. But this, I think, is completely usable as it is. Now I'm going to click on this to get rid of my, in fact, move freely. This is if you click on it, it asks you image files move freely, looking at the transparencies. This is how you make it completely opaque. But I don't want to I'm going to click on it and just click exit. That gets rid of it. So, insert an image, how to use the screen shade. Next is how do we add, this over here out the way again. How do we add labels to a page which we can move around? Very simple. Let me just click on this page. We're going to put the red X just to get rid of the page view. Quite simply, you click and you start typing. So if I can spell properly, so there's flower, and then we go roots. It does keep putting it in the same position. And then the last one will be stem. Now we've got my labels. Now you might want to change the size of these. Now in order to change the size, it's not as simple as just dragging in other pieces of software. You have to double click on it and select the text. So once you've double clicked inside it, so this is allowing me to select the text, then I can go down here and then make it bigger, which again, this is why you need to change the size of the box. So it's sort of a two-step progress. It's far easier when you're typing to make sure that this bit down here is already set. So make sure you've set it to 36 and then carry on typing, and it will remember that you're typing in 36. That is far easier to do it that way than change it later, but you can do it. So these move around just like just by clicking. It's quite straightforward. And if you wanted to add some arrows, you simply click on the shape tools. There's an arrow tool, and again down here, this is where you look at the thickness of it, the size of it, the color. So if you want to make it red and you pull it like this, there is the arrows added on. Now the last thing we're going to look at is links. So if I click on this page here, it's not as simple as it is in some pieces of software, unfortunately, but basically what you need to do is, firstly, you need to find a link to a website. So let's, for example, this is a maths game. I'm going to highlight and copy the URL at the top. Once I've got that URL, you can do a number of different things. Now you can just paste it in. You left click and then click paste. It does paste in, but it is not a link. You've got to click on it, hit menu, and then click edit hyperlink. And then if you want it to go to web page, you choose web page, and then you have to paste in again the website address, the URL, and then it turns into a URL. So you have to sort of, it's a two-step process basically in order to do it. And then when you double click on it, it will take you to the right page. It's probably easier to write a word such as fractions and then just edit hyperlink, add the web page address to there, and then it just looks a bit neater. That's far easier because you've still got to type a word anyway, and 9 times out of 10 this is a bit ugly. If you want to do it on an image exactly the same way, or on a shape, so here's a circle I've already added, you click on menu, you click on edit hyperlink, you go to web page, and then you right click and paste in the URL, and then that gives you the links working. So once you double click on them, double click on them, and it takes you straight to the web page. So we should have covered inserting an image, using the screen shade, and of course adding it to the toolbar over here, making labels to move around the screen, and also adding a link. Thanks a lot. I hope this is a helpful video.